Hey friends, hope this finds you well. I'm trying to get TikTok up and running, but it doesn't seem to like me today. That's okay. That's okay. Looks like we are live at least on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. My TikTok live studio won't open. Go figure, right? It just crashed again. I'll have to figure that out later. Hey, Terry, happy Monday. Happy Monday, happy Monday to all my friends. Yay. All right, well, let's get down to it. So you grab an art journal, can be small one, big one, whatever. Grab an art journal, and we're going to do some just calming activities today, ways to just chill out, relax, enjoy, that kind of thing. Okay, so I am going to turn my, and TikTok's trying to open again. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so we will go down to the table. So I'm going to turn off my camera here for a sec. Ooh, looks like TikTok worked this time. And I'm going to move the camera around so I don't make you guys sick. Oh, there we go. Down to my table. You will also need some black pens. So, yeah, a thin and a thick. And oh, hi, Maya. I see you watching me over there. So fun. Not sure why it's double timing. Hi, son. You can come say hi if you want. All right, I'm getting TikTok up and running too. All right, all right, all right. So you need your notebook. We're going to start with some black pens, and also you'll need some watercolors for our two projects today. And my son is saying hello. Sorry, this might make some of you dizzy, and we'll be upside down. Oh, and my camera fell off. Wow, thought I had turned strength in that. My bad. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to close this because I have to twist it back on. Sorry, friends. I'm still here. I'm still here. The camera just fell. Let's see. All right. I'm facing the wrong way. Wrong way. Okay. Oh, gosh. I've got this all mixed up. Go figure, right? Sorry about that because it fell off. It's all out of luck now. There we go. Maybe. Thanks, Terry. Yes, that's my son and Bailey. Yes, you may go watch TV, bud. I'm taking Bailey with you. Sorry, friends, if I got you all dizzy. I apologize. I'm having all kinds of trouble.
Do you want me to take Bailey?
Yeah, if you can take Bailey, that'd be great. Sorry, trying to get TikTok to work too. Okay, looks like it got working. I don't know why it looks funny. All right. Anyways, as I said, so you will need all of this yummy goodness. So art journal, some pens. All right. So I want you to take, it doesn't matter. This is called neurographic art. And I am not a practitioner of this, but it's definitely any kind of art I feel like can be very relaxing and very calming. And this particular kind can be. I won't say that I am anyway trained. This is just from what I've learned. So I want you to sit here for a moment, and I want you to think of something that really stresses you. It doesn't matter what it is. You don't need to share it with us. And we're going to draw that stress. That might sound really weird, but that's what we're going to do. So take your black pen and just start drawing that stress, that frustration, that anger, whatever that looks like for you. Okay, draw it out. Draw it out. Let it go. All right, so now we're going to go in and thicken up our lines and maybe add in. So I went to a thicker pen. So this was, make sure you're using archival ink, ink that is waterproof. Okay. It's not supposed to bleed or smear, or it's quick drying, non-toxic. Okay, these are the Muchut, I don't know. That's a brand. You can also add in some other neuro pathways. Think of these as neuro pathways, kind of on your paper, whatever you want to do. If you have more stress, do more lines. Now, I want you to thicken your lines. So just take your time, thicken the lines, and then especially where they meet other lines. See how I kind of filled that in? So I'm doing this on watercolor paper. Just thicken them up. There's no perfect answer to this. It's kind of wherever strikes your fancy that you want to thicken up. Be careful, you know, on the type of paper you have. This is more of a linen, so I just need to be careful, don't poke through. So. So just take your time, and all this is about enjoying the process. So just enjoy thickening the lines up, adding in these thicker spots. This is all about being in the process, not about making it perfect. How's it going, everybody? Giving it a try? It's also can be called neuro art, neurographic art. But really, any type of art that feels calming to you is great for your mental health. So that's kind of what we're doing here. Just taking our time, enjoying the process. And I had to restart my computer, but I did have a website pulled up to share with you guys, so I will have to find that and share it on my social media later, because it was like down to the last wire, my computer was not wanting to work. So here we are. So this type of art, take some deep breaths, breathe into it. I know there's all kinds of studies on it and what it can do for your brain. I don't have those answers, but most art can do all kinds of things for your brain. So how's everybody? Sorry if I'm going off screen there. For our Instagrammers, how's everybody's summer? All of a sudden it's hot here. Summer is officially here. The heat has come. Wish we had. I was really loving the 60s and 70s, but now we're up to gotten up into the 80s now, and 90s later this week. The week can be a hot one. Just take your time, breathe in, breathe out. Fill in the lines wherever you want. You can fill in all of the corners. You can fill in some of the corners. Totally totally up to you. There's probably right and wrong to this kind of art, but I don't think that you could also do something where you actually draw something. So who I was going to share you with, she actually did a butterfly drawing like this. So there's all kinds of ways that you could definitely use it. Can add lines in later. Connect lines that maybe weren't connected. No, I don't feel like any right and wrong to this. So this is more of a brush pen instead of the fine liner, which is a little easier to do kind of these corner fill-ins kind of thing. So the idea is to kind of create new pathways for that frustration and letting it go, and something of that sort. But if you don't even know all the details, doing this type of art is not going to hurt you. It's only going to benefit you, actually. So just try and smooth out all those little spots. I just like moving it around so I can get to the different spots easier. Bailey's at the door barking. She went to be with Silas, who's home for the summer. I'm already, how about you guys? I know I'm feeling more relaxed just doing this. The process is just so relaxing. Taking deep breaths, feel that the piece of whatever is stressing you out start to fade away. There's other forms of this art. Zen tangles are another great meditative. I really love, what is it called? Uncoloring pages, where they give you all the color and you have to add in the lines. To me, it's so meditative, just like this is. So. All right, ready to move on to the next step. I could keep doing this forever. We will stop there. So you certainly, so Terry says, so hot, it sounds like it will only be bad for a few days. Fingers crossed. I hope so, because I have an art show next week. Yes, you can certainly, so Terry was talking about she does this, but she does a random doodle first. Yes, you certainly, that is another way of doing it. You can do the doodle and then go back and thicken the lines and do all this. So I am going to do this with watercolors today, but you really can color this in with whatever. There's no like perfect answer to what you have to use this to fill it in kind of thing. So So I just wet my paints. And I gotta make sure I have some paper towels here. Don't forget to have your paints all so you know what they look like. But there's really no perfect answer to this and how it should be done. I would just make sure it's on thicker paper. So then I would think about, oh, I don't know if there's a specific amount of colors or how much water. I don't think there's any necessarily rules to that. So yeah, so I would just go ahead and paint it in. So you can make it as neat or as wet as you want it. I think I'll do a second purple somewhere. Do this guy. You go over the lines, that's okay. I feel like it's just meditative to do anything like this. Yeah. Make sure you can all see. So we did a dark purple. Let's see, we will do this blue. Do I want that one? I think I want to do more of a jade green. Yeah, I think jade green goes better with purple. See if I can get some of that going. A little wet. All right. I'll do this guy right here. Now, if you use a pen that bleeds, then it's going to mix into your colors and stuff. And I missed a line right here. Right now. And let it dry a little if you don't have watercolor paper before you add more color. You can come back and add more color later. I have this sparkly purple that I'm going to use. Hi, friends. I see so many friends over TikTok and Instagram. Thank you for joining me today. It's really great to have you. Thank you so much for joining in. All right. Any thoughts on what color I should do next? How about maybe an Oxford blue? Or are we still, why don't we totally we'll go with the amaranth there. So that's number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Needs a little more water. Try it off a stitch. I want some nice dark color, bold color. So less water, more paint. It's very calming. Very, very calming. Oh, yeah? Terry says she'd be happy with nothing but purple and teal shades. Yeah, those are very fun shades. I agree. This one is golden yellow. Make sure you're breathing through everything so you get the whole benefit of all the breathing. And now we'll do an orange of some sort. Too much water on my brush. I think we need to add in the spring green. It's a nice bright green here. So, and you don't have to fill in every single one either. You can do some, you can do all. That is completely up to you. How about, do the Oxford blue now. Get a little more blue going on here. So I'm actually going to stop there. I like how that looks, but you certainly can keep going, keep filling. You can fill the whole thing, or you can do what I did, leave some blank. You could do pastels. Whatever you desire, you can do you. So the next little thing that I was going to show you is also just another simple, it's nice and calming kind of painting. So you want to do most of your colors neat. So full body, full color, enough water to get the paint to come out. You can do your paper any which way you want. And you're going to just paint rectangles. So about an inch long, maybe half an inch wide. And then you're going to come back down to the bottom of your paper, and you can start on any side, but you're just going to copy what you did on top. So all I did was two. Oh, it's saying Facebook is having issues. Let's see. Not sure why. Trying to pull it up on Facebook, figure out what's going on. Why it's not working. Oh. It says recorded live, but maybe the recording stopped. Bugaboo. Looks like the recording stopped. Sorry, friends. Not sure what's going on there, Facebook. So sorry. Bummer. Bummerific. So if you were on Facebook, I'm sorry. Let me see if I disconnect and reconnect. I'll remove. Oh, gotta love it, right? All right. So I'm just gonna do the next color in my paint tray. Remember, you want full color. Now, you can choose what direction your rectangles go. A little too much water on that one, but remember to copy it down here. Right on the edge. Well, see if I add Facebook back in. Maybe that'll work. All right, we'll see. Sorry, Facebook friends. See if I can get more color on there and less water. So if you dry off your brush, you can pick up some paint. Lighten your watercolors. Different ways of doing that. All right, so you should have two blocks, two rectangles so far. And you could virtually do this with anything. So I'm just going to keep going down the line here. There's different ways you could do it. You could pick like 5 colors. So maybe I'll do that. I'll do the purple, the pink. How about we do a blue? So let's do a turquoise. That is this guy is my turquoise. So turquoise will be our next one. You can even like not line them up perfectly. I made that first one on here too big, or didn't make my other triangle big enough. That's okay. So we'll do a turquoise. That's 3 colors. Let's do we'll do the spring green. Maybe that's that bright green we had earlier. And most of these are really neat, meaning there's not a lot of water added. So there's our 4 colors, and we'll pick one more. We'll do, let's see, what do I want? I'm going to do the Naples yellow, I think. Ooh, that's not a clean brush. Sorry about that, friends. Ooh. So if you try and clean it up quickly, it should be okay. Oh, goodness. I keep bumping the blue right behind it, below it. I mean, that one is a little muddy. Sorry about that. Muddy means like the colors don't mix well together. Like they kind of look like mud. So hopefully you can all see what I'm doing here. Apologize if you can't. So particularly on Instagram, where they still only do the, so I could certainly do it like this. Maybe y'all can see it better. See if my camera focuses. Amy, come on, camera. Why aren't you focusing? There we go. I'm here. Sorry, not sure why my camera's not focusing. What's it focusing on? Oh my goodness, what's going on, Mr. Camera? Maybe if I get closer. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Do I need to wash your face? What are you talking about? I'm not sure, folks, why my camera is so blurry. To the original position? Go figure. No, it's not. Yeah, it's the lens. I'm not sure what's going on. All right. Why it was blurring like that, I don't know. Oh, wash my lens. I gotcha. Now I gotcha. Maybe. Let's see. How's that? Yay! I'm not sure. Okay, so now you want to take your first color. Okay, you're going to need water. Your first color, clean off your brush, and you're going to pick up your second color, and you're going to mix them together. And that's going to be our next color. So what kind of saying do you think we should add to this? Any ideas, friends? What do you guys think? Some kind of phrase, some wording to go like in the middle? something to be encouraging or... All right, so we've got our second color now. No, don't go in there. Don't blend. All right, so now we got these two colors are mixed. Okay, now we're going to mix purple and the blue. Okay, so now take our purple, and we're going to mix it with our blue, with our turquoise. And that's our next color. Just a hint of the purple. Just made it a little darker. And paint water control in your brush is an important part of this too. Oops, I put that one on the bottom. Oh well, so I had to flip these on the other side. It's just part of pattern making. Sometimes you mess up. All right, there we go. So now I'm going to take the purple and the green and see what that makes. Probably a royal mess. All right, so we got our purple and our spring green. Yep, kind of muddy, and that's okay. I'm going to stick that guy here. I know it should be the next one, but we'll put a little guy here. Because why not? And it is kind of muddy. That's the purple and the green. So part of this is just learning what your paints do when you mix them. Now we're going to do the purple and the golden. And this might not too much. Just lightened the purple up some. Give it a slightly different hue. And then that's all of our mixes. So now we'll go through and mix our pink ones. Yes, follow the rainbow brick road. Floral colors, grow where you are planted. Yep, I love these. Yay, Roberta. So glad. I'm glad I fixed Facebook because that's where you are. Yes, so these are floral colors. These are, so of course, the first one, the pink and the purple, will be the same. So yes, we're making a colorful brick road. So that first mix will be the same. Then, though, we move on to the pink and the turquoise. So, add some pink. In order for me, sorry, you can't see everything I'm doing. I just have a pan of paint and I'm just pulling colors out of it. The pink and turquoise kind of gave us this purpley blue. So some of these will look similar because the pink and purple have a similar, somewhat similar base, I guess you could say. So that's guess I can move this closer for some of you can see it, but not everybody. I apologize. All right, so then for this way. All right, what did I say? We did the pink and the blue. Now we're going to do the pink and the green. Oh, and here's the green right here. Another muddy color. And that's okay. That's part of doing this, is the process of learning what your colors will do when you mix them. Oop, I had purple on my hand. Oop. I just added a new thing. Yep. And so it goes. You just keep on keeping. So then I do the pink and the yellow. So we've got pink, and then got the yellow. Ooh, like an orangey color. Oh, I like that one. It's like a peachy. And then you just keep going like that, friends. So yes, I like, make sure I have my book facing the right way. Which way? This way. So yeah, I like that. Terry said, follow the rainbow brick road. So very fun. So we can maybe and then you can just keep filling in just like that, folks. Keep on going. So that's 2 projects that can just help you relieve stress. So you got your neurological art or neuro art, and then we have our blocking art. So both are great just for playing with your paints, seeing what they do, but also being meditative and feeling a sense of peace. Yeah. So let me close this up. Oh yeah, it does match Pride Month as well. Good point. Very good point, Terry. All right, sorry folks. I'm trying to fix my camera. Ah, having issues here. All right, maybe that'll. I'm gonna have to screw that back on better. Sorry about that. It's all funky right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. We'll be back with a new month and new projects. Yeah, we'll be probably doing something 4th of July. You could do a rainbow road with just 4th of July colors. There's all kinds of great things. Both are so similar in appearance to stained glass. Love them. That is very true, Terry. They both do look like stained glass. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. Next week, I didn't create July's schedule yet, but next week we'll do some kind of 4th of July project. And I hope you have a great week and a great weekend, and I will see you in a week. All right, take care, friends.